I'm going to hazard a guess and say that my father didn't just stop in here for coffee. You dragged him in off the street, maybe at gunpoint. That would constitute a crime. If you want to press charges, I'd be more than happy to prosecute.
I have a wonderful garden filled with roses. Such beautiful flowers. And you know, if you give them the proper care and attention, they can bloom past the first frost. Do you keep roses, Mr. Corinthos?
I'm here to discuss the situation in Port Charles.
Screw Port Charles! There's a frost coming! Everything will be dying off soon!
Oh boy, it'd be very tempting to send you to prison. But in the end, I don't think it's worth the time to press charges. Because you see, any competent lawyer could get the case thrown out of court for lack of evidence.
Well, charging Jason with assault would get him off the street.
Yeah, an hour or so. Unless you trump up murder charges while Mr. Morgan is down at the precinct.
Last time Jason was charged with murder, it wasn't fabricated. He walked into Lorenzo Alcazar's home, shot him in cold blood, and then he dumped his body in the harbor.
Well, you couldn't make that stick in open court. So unless you want to be next, I would suggest that you stop antagonizing Mr. Morgan. Because it seems to me, he could put a bullet in both of us. But then again, you know, there would be a terrible bloody mess on the boss's floor. And you wouldn't have the time to clean it up with such short notice. So, come on, Rick.
No,
let's
stick around for a while. I have a few more questions for Mr. Morgan.
I'm just here to talk. Your people have been moving into my territory. Is that happening without your knowledge?
I know all about it, Mr. Corinthos. Port Charles is mine.
That's going to be a problem.
There's a simple solution.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your turn.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this game right now.
I'm offering you a possible future. Take it.
I don't want a future. Okay. Give me I'll take the gun. I don't play games.
Then play games. Let them play! You'll play with me!
Carr has paid several visits to Port Charles recently. And he's reputed for being unstable and very violent. What are the chances that he's responsible for Letitia's murder?
I got nothing to say without my attorney.
I see. Still refusing to cooperate with law enforcement even though we're trying to solve the murder of an innocent woman whose only crime was agreeing to work for Sonny. You know, Letitia raised Michael and Morgan from the time they were born. She loved and cared for those children as if they were her own. And what'd she get for it? Phone cord wrapped around her neck. If Johnny Zaccara is responsible for Letitia's murder, Jason, then he needs to be put in prison before he can do it to somebody else. And if you have any information, I would appreciate it if you would tell me.
Why don't you call Diane? You got her number?
You know what? You don't speak for yourself, okay? You certainly don't think for yourself. And God knows you don't make a move. Unless Sonny tells you to. I mean, look what happened tonight. Wanted to kill both me and my father. But you couldn't take action unless Sonny gave you the approval.
Like I said, I got nothing
As a mob
to
enforcer,
say
sir,
to
you have a reputation for being a well-trained, highly feared killing machine. But the only problem is that you can't pull the trigger unless Sonny orders you to. That makes you nothing more than a trained guard dog.
This is your one last chance, Mr. Corinthos. Play the game or pay with the lives of everyone you love.
I didn't come here to disturb you.
You don't think I know what you've done? You stole my son! He's all I have left in the world, and you tried to take him away from me. I'm gonna take your sons away. I'm gonna slit their throats from ear to ear, and I'm gonna make you watch while they bleed. I have to talk to the gardener. The roses need to be pruned before the weather turns.
Okay, I picked up Trevor just like you asked. I had him waiting here. Rick shows up. Of course,
We got a big problem there, Rick.
Zakara is crazy. I'm talking out of his mind. And I'm not just talking irrational. He is insane. One minute, he's talking about roses. Next minute, he's talking about coming after my family.
Are you sure it wasn't an ad?
No, it's real. Trevor has not wanted me to see him because he doesn't want the truth to come out. Okay, I just thought that Trevor was a mouthpiece, but he's been running Zakara's organization in his name. The real enemy here is Trevor Lansing. Right here, Zakara's always been crazy, ruthless bastard, okay? Who's been hanging on by a thread. If his wife was murdered, that could have been enough to make him snap.
And when he did, Trevor was there to pick up the pieces.
Right, and Trevor, got him out of the city, left him in Crimson Point, had somebody watching him 24 hours. Hey, you know what? If nobody knows that Zakara's crazy, then Trevor can run things in his name.
And he has complete deniability.
It's a perfect setup. Trevor can call the shots, and, Zakar can take blame for the fallout.
Oh, man. You said Anthony made some threats. What?